Ed's telling me a story that he met his friend on the paddle tennis court, which you know how to live, right after Kennedy was assassinated?
Inaugurated. 1961.
Did you see all this new stuff coming out about the assassination?
Yeah, but nothing's new.
Now they're running all these shows.
Nothing's new.
I watched the show the other day where they had this like simulated skull, made of plastic, and they shot it and it blew up, and it's like really gross, all this green matter everywhere. Oh.
Well, that's certainly a great opening for the limited series.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the camera running? I didn't notice. No. So, Ed, we didn't talk about the Ventoux series, the selections for 40 years ago, which would be November 1977. Yes. Again, the only company in this business that can say that. We'll have
they can say it. It just wouldn't be true.
We'll have another 13 years of selections from that point to even start with another club. But it was
the Curie Chardonnay from Oregon. And
just unbelievable.
The Danielis Akia Klaus from Greece, which I remember Akia Klaus being sort of around in the old days, but boy, they sure went away fast. Boy and his toys. All right,
so
this is your girlfriend, Claire.
Oh yeah. She knows where she's at now. Claire, this is our French importer. She travels France and most of Europe for us and brings these stuff in. So a lot of these wines you may never see anywhere else. But she sources them for us and finds some great stuff. But she's in now once a month for the next 3 or 4 months. She's in a 2-week course on vineyard management. And she's going to buy land in her little southern town in the south of France. And she's going to
become stupid. That's what she's going to do. Because anybody who plants grapes and tries to make wine, I've got to be out of their minds.
What a nose.
This is an amazing wine because I remember drinking Côte de Ventoux with your father 40 years ago and going, this stuff's terrible. Okay,
yeah,
they were
just
awful because the principal grape was Carignan. And Carignan, unless it's a 100-year-old vine, is not a very good grape. It just isn't. I don't care.
This is a GCS.
Well, they don't. They're little by little. They're taking all the Carignan out of Ventoux, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, this is really good.
This is a great wine. I forgot how good this was.
Oh, it's delicious.
Settled down in the bottle.
$25.99, $15.99 on the. If you told me I was drinking Chateauneuf de Pape, I wouldn't blink an eye. And at $15.99, it's unbelievable.
It's New World. It's got bright fruit, but the blend is very well balanced.
Delicious, absolutely delicious. 97 points for me.
97. I agree. I'll buy that.
You already did. Ta-da!
Wow, this is fun to smell.
Yeah, it's really nice wine.
No, I have to tell you something about Claire.
Please.
She's such a sweet lady. So I bought her Dan Barber's book on The Third Plate, which you need to read.
The Third Plate.
It's called The Third Plate.
Yeah.
Or the La Troisième Assiette that we would say in French. But he's the chef of farm to table in America, and he's done a lot of research on the evolution of vineyards and not vineyards, but wheat and different meats from around the world, fish for harvesting. You'll love it.
Oh, wow, that sounds very interesting.
Very interesting. And he's talking about bluefin tuna and its scarcity.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to. Everybody else is.
And because Lisa being a bakery chef now, a head chef, she's already read the book. But we were talking about the other day. It's already now pertinent. In 2 levels, it's pertinent. She needs to mill her own flour for this restaurant she's working with, and this Dan Barber talks about how that when you mill your own flour, it's whole wheat. It starts to get rancid soon, like 4 or 5 days.
Really?
Hence the reason why white flour became around, because it was stable and you could use it as long as you wanted to. But his principles in this book about farming, about raising cattle, about raising geese for foie gras apply to the latest concepts in wine cultivation.
Which are
this not, and I'm going to say biodynamic because I think that
gets a little crazy.
That term is misused, and it's this holistic approach to getting the nutrients to the soil, and the soil to the grape.
That I understand. Okay? And how does he feel about GMO?
Love it. Love it.
All right.
Anyway.
This was a very difficult wine to write about because It is the same exact wine as the previous wine, just a different vintage. The fact that they put a different name on it doesn't mean anything. It's still Ventoux from the Cavs to whatever they are.
Yeah, no, that's not true. See, I don't.
It's from the same Cavs.
It's the same producer, but this is 75% Grenache and 25% Syrah. It's a different vintage. So
Well, it's a different vintage.
it's a Ventoux and a different blend,
and a different blend.
which
but-
makes it a different wine.
No, it's the same wine.
Why you? I don't understand. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to feature the same exact wine and have it two separate labels.
Well, it's the same appellation from the same place, obviously, because it has to be from the same place. The fact that it's two different vintages makes it different. But, I mean...
And the blend is different.
Well, the blend is always going to be different because it depends on the vintage. I mean, that's the beauty about these wines is that, they grow... Well, they can grow, I guess, 13 different grapes and decide which ones they're going to use that makes the best blend. It's that simple. It's not like you got a vineyard that only grows Cabernet and you got a bad vintage. You're done. You're in big trouble, all right? But
This is a different wine. This is much earthier than the other one. And it's got a drier tannins.
okay, which one do you like better?
Can't say that.
I know that. No, these are both fabulous wines. Well, first of all, there's no Carignan in it, and that's a good thing. And now all of a sudden you're going, wow, these are really, really good. I wish your dad would be here to taste these wines, because I would guarantee you he's got the same exact feeling about Carignan and Ventoux that I do, and he's going to taste these wines and go, what is this? Are you did you change the label?
He'll taste them. Don't worry, he gets them every month.
Well, I got to call him and ask him what he thought of the Ventoux, because these wines are really amazing. I mean, Paul Sr. and I went to a lot of tastings and tasted some really awful wines back in the 70s.
I just thought it was an interesting comparison for one. And this one has some accolades that one doesn't have.
Well, it doesn't make much difference. It's the
Concours de Vin, 2016, bronze medal.
Okay, now
Here's a late horse.
can I have mine first? Can I get some? 'Cause,
Oh, look at his dumb. Now,
okay, now
do not mention that.
what?
That's the same exact wine as the other two reds.
It's the exact same wine, except it's just a different color. This wine was a true revelation, and as I put in the newsletter,
Oh, wow.
not only had I never heard of tasted a Côte de Ventoux Blanc,
Well,
I'd never even heard of Côte de Ventoux
there
Blanc.
are. I think Hubert brings one in.
Oh, great. Okay, Hubert brings one in. That means I should have heard of it.
La Vie Ferme, the old farm stuff.
Yeah, but that's not Ventoux. That is Côte de Rhône. Okay, that's that. But
No, the red
this
is
is
Ventoux.
this is Côte de Ventoux white. I mean, yes, they make white Rhône. They make white Châteauneuf de Pape. I had a white San Joseph last night that was delicious. This is from the Rhône, but this is Ventoux white. No, 4% of the wines made in
Gold
Ventoux
medal.
are white. Okay. Well, yeah, of course it's going to get a gold medal. What's it up against?
Gold medal.
The
no,
three other Côte de Ventoux
Yeah, but it's
whites?
Concours de Vin, an orange. This is not this is a French tasting, not an American tasting. And the nose is absolutely exquisite.
Gorgeous wine. I mean, gorgeous. The flavors in here are so
Tropical,
amazing.
Banana. It must be Roussan and Marsan.
Well, it's got to be Roussan and Marsan. They didn't, and Viognier and Uni. And I think there's some Uni Blanc in there, or there could be, or Claret.
Claret.
Claret is.
I don't get the Uni Blanc.
Yeah, the
I
Claret
don't
Blanc.
get the,
But $24.99 on the shelf. 13.
Oh, sorry, it says here Claret and Grenache Blanc.
Yeah.
Grenache.
Grenache Blanc. $24.99 on the shelf.
Which Grenache Blanc is a very aromatic and very
Fabulous.
robust grape.
Great. Well, and that's relatively new. It's not relatively new in terms of being planted there forever. It's relatively new in terms of having a starring role in the wines now. It never used to, and I think they were remiss. But
This is the kind of wine I want to take to a party, just put a little chill on it and just start pouring it for people.
you won't get past the fourth person.
And have them go, hey, this is really good.
I wish I had it last night for this wine group. Anyway,
$98
$24.99 on the shelf, $13.99, $99, $13.99, $99. Oh my goodness! We got another wine? I'm kind of done now. You want to talk about this?
We threw one extra wine in there, and now he can't handle it. And now he has to go downstairs.
That's right.
And teach the staff about these wines after they taste them.
My contract only calls for 12 wines per podcast, and this is 13.
I did not realize this was Monterey.
Yeah, it's Monterey.
This is Vina Robles.
Well, here's the deal, though. this guy, really sharp guy, went to Paso Robles. Okay, so maybe he's not that sharp. To plant grapes and make wine like 4 million other people now. And he wanted to make really good wine, which he does, except he wasn't stupid enough to plant Chardonnay in Paso Robles. He decided, well, I'm just going to go up the road 100 miles to Monterey.
Which we haven't seen a lot of Monterey lately. I love Monterey Chardonnay. I think it's nice and clean and crisp, and this has got a little bit of oak. But, you know, its Paso counterpart would be a much beefier wine. I like this. That way, you get a little lime in there, a little kiwi, a little thing lime.
Yeah, the citrus component is wonderful. But, you know, very cool climate, phenomenal soil. Riverbeds, you know, Dead Sea matter, believe it or not, grapes really love that. And he's awake. $24.99 on the shelf, $13.99
No, I'm
reorder.
smelling this. It's like so fun.
98.
You want to close your eyes and just smell it, right? I'm getting what's that? What's the little lime?
The key limes?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really a magnificent Chardonnay, and it's how Chardonnay should be made. If you've got to put some oak on it, then put as much as they did, because it's perfect.
$24.99, $13.99 on the shelf. That's a 97 for me. I think it's just extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
That's a 3 gray hairs for me.
Extraordinary. 3 gray hairs. That's what we're. Oh,
Yeah,
God, 3 gray hairs. 4 gray. I don't understand. The more gray hairs is better. I think it's the other way. I think it should be 3 dark hairs.
That's not a bad idea.
3 brown hairs.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we set the whole wine rating system on its end? The lower the number, the better. I like it. That could change everything.
Well,
folks, take that to Vegas, will you?
You heard it here first. And maybe last.
Why not?
You know, not a bad